Welcome back to 3J Sports. This episode is brought to you by Galveston Pepper Company. Alongside me, as always, John, Jeremy, how y'all doing, brothers?
Doing good.
We got a special guest today on this episode, Clint, Colts #1 fan. What's up, brother?
Doing great. Just happy to be here. Thanks for having me on, gentlemen.
Good to see you, man. We got a lot to talk about. We'll jump into our next up game with the Jets, go a little Colts, do a little bit of AFC talk, and then finish with some Texans grading. So let's just get to it. John, I'll start with you, brother. What you thinking about the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, man? Should we be scared? Are they the favorites? I haven't even checked any of this stuff, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure what the line is, but they look pretty bad. So
they're 2-6.
Yeah,
we better be the favorites.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, we should win the game. I mean, I'm not saying by a lot or a little, but we should be able to handle them.
He said blowout.
I did not.
Jets are a favorite.
What?
Yep. 1.5 is the spread. Money line -125 Jets. They are the hilarious favorite at MetLife.
Yeah, whoever the odds makers are, been hitting that ayahuasca with Rodgers or something, because that's crazy. 6-2 versus 2-6, they're favored. Come on, man.
Yeah, looking at the Jets with the trades and everything, a little bit of the drama going on, the coach getting fired, and then Devontae getting sent over there, which it's supposed to be a match made in heaven. But they really hadn't connected from where I'm standing, seeing and watching the games. Garrett Wilson's still doing his thing. Breece Hall's fallen off a little bit. Jeremy, what are you thinking, brother?
Yeah, just their defense, really. Just worried about their defense. I'm not worried about their offense at all. I mean, Adams, that was a great pickup, and he should have a good rapport with Rodgers, but it's their defense. I think. Let me see. Their
Sauce, obviously.
Sauce.
Pretty good.
So they're fourth in total defense. We're second in total defense.
Dang.
So I mean, their defense keeps them in the games, but they're 2-6 for a reason. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Halloween game, anything can happen, but we'll see.
That is true. Spooky. Yeah, I guess I'm concerned about our O-line with that defensive line getting blasted with CJ's protection. But I think overall, hopefully Mixon can just handle up like he's done. Every time he's in the game, man, he puts up some good numbers. He's a beast. I mean, I'm just glad we got on the team, like you said, Jay. Last week when we were talking, how you said I wouldn't want to see what our record would be without Mixon right now because he's kind of bailed us out.
He's a perfect zone runner, also. So I mean, he's so patient. So he's got a lot more left in the tank. Like I said last week, he's way better than I thought he was going to be for us, honestly.
Yeah. John, what you thinking about that defense over there on the Jets?
I mean, they're pretty good, obviously, but like I said, I think our offense is better. So, but probably a defensive game, but I think we have enough weapons on offense to get the job done.
Yeah, hopefully the days stay dark for Aaron Rodgers and company. Clint, you got a prediction on the game for the Jets and Texans, bro?
Man, I'm not too sure about that game, but I would think that's definitely a do-or-die game for the Jets. So I could see them coming out really firing all cylinders. But we'll see. The Texans should handle it pretty easily. I mean, they didn't handle my Colts all that easily, but they should take care of the Jets. But it is All Hallows Eve, so anything spooky could happen.
That is true. They are 2-6, and they lost to Patriots last week.
Yes,
I want to say that's who they lost to. But yeah, I guess hopefully they aren't clicking on all cylinders. Breece Hall ain't running the ball real good. He's definitely a good weapon for them. And then Garrett. I mean, they got a lot of key pieces that I know do well, but I think we'll handle business. Hopefully, get that done. So I'm definitely predicting a win, like always. John, Jeremy wins all the way around for us.
Wins all the way. We'll also see what Tank Dell does as the number one receiver. So
yeah,
he's going to be involved. I want to see what he does this game.
Yeah, we got to see Tank step up.
I'm expecting a lot of Schultz.
Yeah, he should get. You're right.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully Tank does. We need him to step up. Definitely with Stephon tearing the ACL. Nico still on IR until next week, which is great to hear. There's been no hiccup or anything going on during this rehab. He'll be back. Be back in action, baby. I'm ready to see him on the field, dadgummit.
Yeah. CJ is ready too. CJ is waiting for him. He's like, come on, man. I only have 1.1 seconds to throw. I need my 6'4", 225 speed guy.
I know, man. At least he can toss it up. Nico will go
get it. Throw it in the air. Yeah.
But it's true, man. John, just like you said, Schultz with getting more involved last week, and which we'll touch on all that stuff here a little later. But I think we're going to see a little bit more of that. Schultz getting the ball, getting the tight ends involved, and Hutchinson and Mechie better step up because it's time. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So looking forward to tomorrow prime time game. I think we got 3 primetime games in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Which will be in the Liberty white, but which those uniforms look nice. John, do you like those uniforms, the Liberty whites?
Come on, John.
Yeah. Like I told you, the only thing I don't like is the freaking.
Let's go. John likes
something. You like something.
I just don't like the logo on the side, the bull thing. It just looks cheesy to me. But.
Oh, that looks awesome, man. You're hating on your own uniforms, dude.
I know, man.
I love those things.
Clay, what do you think about our unis?
John's just so traditional. He likes the old ones, which I don't dislike the old ones.
I actually love y'all's uniforms. They might be some of my new favorite uniforms. I love all the different versions of it. I can't wait to see those candy red helmets coming out.
Thank you. Yes.
Those are going to be so sick. And the H-Town blue, I'm all for it, man.
Thank you.
Might be my favorite uniform in the league.
Appreciate it.
I love the color schemes on everything. I just don't like the design.
Don't change it up now, John. We know your true feelings.
Hey, last time I checked, it's America, and we got an election coming up, and
you're entitled to your opinions. That's right.
My opinion.
So, I wonder when they're going to bring that red. Do you think the Cowboys game?
I don't know. I am looking forward to it. Have they announced it yet? I hadn't even looked into it as far as uniform schedule or anything.
But yeah, those in the alternate blues, like Houston Blues, man, that's nice. Clint, I'm glad you think so. I appreciate you not having me hate.
Appreciate the compliment. Which speaking of that, which we'll kind of transition here into the Colts with Clint here. Clint, I know you're a diehard fan, always have been. I see you repping your Anthony Richardson shirt over there, man.
Hey, somebody's gotta love the kid. It's nothing but nothing.
It's you and his mom
all week.
You and his mom. That's it.
That's it.
And Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's super stoked.
So, Clint, were you at the game, brother?
Oh, I was at the game, man. It was pretty awesome.
How was the atmosphere? How were Texans fans treating you?
I gotta say, this is the best I've ever been treated by Texan fans at a game. I've been to several games there, and usually it's a lot of hate, but that's because the Colts are usually putting a whooping on them Texans. But
not since Peyton Manning.
Especially, I mean, good. Well, Aiden or Luck used to come in our house and handle business. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, but they were a lot nicer this time. And I'll tell you this: I saw a lot of people saying that the stadium was empty and all this, and there were some empty seats. But I have never been there when it's that loud. It was rocking, especially on third downs, which there were a ton for the Colts, unfortunately. But it was deafening in there.
I guess, Clint, how you feeling with Richardson getting benched? I know you guys are 4-4, which when Flacco came in, I mean, it seemed like y'all were – I mean, Flacco just – I had pick'ems, and he was knocking my pick'ems all and jacking them all up. And I'm like, dadgummit, Flacco. But how do you feel about that as a fan, which we'll go into some more details, but as far as him just getting benched right now, do you think that's just for the rest of the year? But they did say some of this moving forward stuff. How do you feel about Richardson as a fan?
Dude, I love Richardson. I think everybody forgets the guy's a 22-year-old kid, man. He's so young. He's got so much to learn. He's only had 10 starts, 11 starts, something like that. I'm a fan of him. I understand why they benched him. I think it was a necessary thing to win the locker room back, because you might lose that locker room if we don't do something about the choice he made on that fateful third down.
Which was, I heard a lot of people saying it was 3rd and 20 something, so it wasn't that big of a deal that he tapped himself out and all that. But what did you feel like with the the substitution thing? Is that a big deal from the fan base that you've heard, or just how do you feel about it personally?
I think it's a big deal with the fan base, the team itself. It seems like everyone's super upset about it, but I think it was just a young, immature mistake that he made. But you got to know, you can't take yourself out when you're the quarterback. I mean, even Andrew Luck took a beating and he never subbed himself
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm wondering if is he lacking in leadership abilities? Obviously, he's a skilled dude. I mean, the combine itself showed all of his attributes as far as an athlete, and I mean, the dude's got an absolute cannon when he throws it up there, which Downs seems to be always the recipient of that. Downs tore it up, 4 receptions, 109, touchdown. It's just it's sad to see him getting benched, but do you think Flacco, I guess, is the right answer right now to go and move forward with the team?
I don't know. Like I said, I think the benching is necessary, but
Yeah.
I think Anthony Richardson starts before the season is over again. I think Flacco is going to add some really good stuff to the team because he's going to know how to dish it out to his receivers, hit his checkdowns. That's something Richardson just doesn't seem to do, especially not well. And like you're saying about Josh Downs, I think Josh Downs ought to get a lot of work with Flacco in. So it'll be nice to see the receivers get mixed up. Hopefully AD can get mixed up into this game somehow, but I would love to see more out of AD for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Flacco, he's just, when he was with the Browns, he handled up. Now he's with you guys, and he's getting another opportunity here, and a true opportunity, not just based off of injury or, anything like that. Which, I was, as a Texan fan, when we were going through the game, I was like, please keep Richardson in. Do not put Flacco in. Do not put Flacco in.
I know. I was
Yeah,
like, no.
Me and Jared were watching the game together, and I saw when Flacco came in. I'm like, oh god, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more worried of Flacco. It's true.
Yeah.
When Flacco came in, I thought, oh, we're going to win this game easily. It's going to be nice.
Yeah,
Well, I'd say Flacco, in my opinion, Flacco's like top 20 quarterback in the league, to be honest. I mean, he got this young. I mean, at his current ability compared to, a lot of these young guys.
And he's got a good roster to mix it up with, too, right now.
And I'm just glad we've already played the Colts twice, so we don't got to worry about it. So
Yeah.
I agree with that completely because I don't want to face a Colt starting Flacco, to be honest with you.
Well,
I
don't
think
have your chickens yet. You might be seeing Flacco down the road.
We'll see. Don't hatch him yet, but I guess this is also a great. This is our time. This is a great opportunity for Flacco to. I mean, shoot, if he comes out again and balls with this team, I think it's pretty much no doubt he should be starting for a team, next year to the season. He did so great with the Browns and with the Colts. He's getting this opportunity. I mean, he's got a great setup with receivers with Downs, Pittman, Adonai Mitchell, and obviously Jonathan Taylor in the backfield with just being an animal in the backfield. Which, did you think y'all should have ran the ball a little bit more? He did still have 20 carries, 105, but how do you feel about the offensive scheming? Do you think that's what's hurting Richardson, or do you think it's just his play on the field?
His accuracy?
Just accuracy overall.
Yeah, I think they could definitely be running Taylor way more, man. He looked great coming out in that first drive. He had it looked like some old school Jonathan Taylor from a couple years ago. He was shifty inside all the traffic. He was moving us downfield. He had, what did he have? He had 6 of his 17 runs. 6 of those had 10 plus yards or more. And so I thought that was amazing. And I was like, I don't know why they stopped feeding him the rock. It could alleviate some pressure off of Richardson. But man, they just seemed like they abandoned him. And especially right before half. Gosh dang. Just run the ball with Taylor and take it into half.
Yeah.
A tie game. Not throw it right there in the Texans end zone right there like that. That sucked.
That was a gift for sure.
Yeah, I heard about it from the fans all around me.
I bet.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes for y'all. How are you feeling about who y'all got up next? Vikings?
All right, prime time. We got slotted into a prime time game because the
Sweet.
network knows who the real team is. H-Town, Indy. Little Freudian slip there, looks like.
Oh man,
That's right.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey,
starting.
you're welcome whenever you decide to transition. You know,
Never.
we'll pay for it all.
Yeah, he's diehard Colts, man. Do you think this is a? I mean, it's hard to say. I don't want to say the beginning of a rebuild, or do you think it's just trying to find the right fit at the QB position? The QB position.
I just don't think that Richardson is really ready right now. And ideal situation would have been him coming in behind, an established pro and learning for a couple of years instead of being thrown right into it. So
yeah, he should have got the Jordan Love treatment. Is what he should have got.
Yeah, I agree.
the roster's good. The roster's good. It's kind of just roll the dice on him. It's putting all in his lap, to perform. And he just doesn't have the experience yet, like Clint was saying, So
it takes time. But I mean, even if I see you got all these stats pulled up right here, and it says right there, Anthony Richardson, 10 for 32, 175 yards. Those aren't the best stats. I agree. But I mean, did y'all see what one of the best quarterbacks in the league did to the Texans just 3 weeks ago? Josh Allen was 9 for 30 and 131 yards against the Texans. That was just 3
true.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
It is true.
I know
That's
we're all
defense.
harping on Richardson, but the guy played his butt off. I think he's thinking way too much up here, man. When he just reacts and has to play, the guy looks elite. But when he's got to think on plays, oh my gosh, it looks like trash.
and he also had a couple drop balls as well. That one.
Oh yeah, I think there was 7 drops on the day.
Number 31. He was the guy who dropped it last year. I can't remember what his name was, but he dropped. I mean, that was a tough catch for a running back, but you got to make that
Goodson?
catch.
Yeah. Oh
I mean,
yeah.
He dropped it in a basket for him in the end zone, and
AD forgot he's in the NFL, only getting 1 foot down.
Yeah. I mean, Richardson's D ball is elite. Like in his running, everything. I think he should run more, honestly. But he's worried about getting hurt again. So I think that's in his head.
I mean, is that him or is that the play calling? Are they telling him not to run?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Trying to develop as a passer. I don't know what's going on inside that office, but
I heard Flacco was telling Flacco said, "Run more, buddy, run more." But
yeah. But
I don't know.
I mean, look what happens when he runs. He's got to take breaks. So
right.
Maybe it's just letting them develop a little bit more. And like you said, Clint, I mean, it's not like we're an easy defense. We've been busting it up a little bit. Jordan Love did do pretty good against us. But like you said, Allen, we kind of shut him down. That was one of his worst games, I think, for the season, which was so surprising to see. But, heck, it was nice to see at the same time. But how do you feel about them Vikings next week, man? This coming week, I should say.
I don't know. It's let's see how the Colts will react, man. This is going to definitely see what's happening in the locker room. I think the Colts are going to come out and shut a lot of people up, honestly.
I'd love to see it. I would love to see y'all go in there and just drop a hammer on those old Vikings.
Yeah, because this is also, I mean, the Vikings are going to have to change their game plan a little bit now for what they were already probably planning.
right.
Yeah.
Now they got to plan for completions.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
And I think Minnesota's dropped a couple games also. So
yeah, so it's kind of a do or die for them too. But
yeah,
we'll see. I think the Colts get it done, and it's going to be awesome watching it happen. Although, if the Colts do get it done, that's not going to help Anthony Richardson's stock at all.
No.
is that in Minnesota or is that in Indy?
Man, I honestly don't know where the game's at. It don't matter. We'll play anywhere. We'll take care of business.
Roger.
Yeah, which kind of switching a little bit of gears here from the Colts and just kind of jumping into the AFC overall, which we got the Steelers at 6-2, the Bills 6-2, Chiefs 7-0, and obviously our record is sitting at 6-2. John, what are you thinking about the this AFC setup? I kind of want to start with the Steelers with Russell Wilson coming in off the bench, which everybody was like, why are they doing this? They've gotten this far. And now Russell Wilson is kind of lighting it up. I'm not going to lie. His stats look good, and they're winning games. I mean, how do you feel about that, John Boy?
Yeah, I just think Tomlin always knows how to move the pieces around to get the boys playing, I wasn't too surprised. I don't think the Fields get hurt, or why did they switch to Wilson? Just
no, I think it was just time, and not as far as time, but Wilson was ready to go now.
Okay.
And Fields was just in because I guess Russ had like an oblique or something going on. I couldn't tell you exactly what he was waiting on. I know it was like a small injury type thing, but now he was good to go, and he came in and he's thrown 240 yards, I think, plus each game, and he's done really well. So I'm not sure exactly what he's. I just know he's done well.
Yeah, I mean, they look good, 6-2. Like I said, Tomlin always finds a way to, get them to at least 500. Chiefs are the Chiefs, 7-0. Not surprising.
The refs.
The refs, yeah. But no, they're a really good team. Who else you say is 6-2? Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we took care of them, but I mean, they're still a good team. I mean, I think we're up there in the top quarter of the league. Not the league, but the conference. So just got to keep stacking wins and,
Yeah, what are you thinking, Jeremy, with the Steelers? How you feel about that old 6-2 with old Russ Wilson?
I mean, I think Fields did a great job, but I mean, if Wilson's going to come in, he gives him such a different game plan. I don't know. Fields is a really good athlete. He's a good player, but I mean, Russell Wilson, he was horrible in Denver, but I mean, he's still a good quarterback. So in that defense, and like John was saying, Tomlin, he's a great coach. So and then you got JJ's younger brother being a beast over there. So and then he hurt. He got hurt, didn't he? Didn't he get hurt?
I'm not sure if Watt is.
He didn't get hurt.
Right now,
he's good. He's good, but he he's beasting. That defense is always good. Yeah, we'll see how it ends up, but when we're healthy, I like our chances versus anybody. When healthy.
What you think, Clint? How about them Steelers? Or who do you think is the AFC? Obviously, Chiefs are kind of leading that thing, but who surprised you the most out of those Steelers or Bills or Chiefs or just the Ravens getting beat last week by old J-Boo?
Man, I honestly think the Bills look fantastic lately. They are starting to punch people in the mouth. They're starting to roll right now. I think the Steelers are frauds. I think they're going to get fraud checked real quick, real soon, and they're just going to peter out the rest of the year. But I mean, what do I know? I'm over here rooting for the Colts, and they're barely 500.
Well, Najee's kind of been stepping up his game, and then I guess it just works together because they've been Fields was running the ball a lot, and then Najee has kind of balanced that out to help Russ Wilson open up that pass, and Russ has just got a better arm. So we'll see how the Steelers go from here on out. Bills adding Mari Cooper has been impressive, which I didn't see exactly how his stats were last week. It seemed like Keon Coleman stepped his game up last week, had some catches. In the Chiefs, Jeremy, is it just the refs still on their side, dude, or is this an accurate record to reflect their gameplay?
I mean, I think some close games were definitely helped out by the refs, but no, they're still a good team. What's amazing is how good the record is, and Mahomes has played just straight trash. I mean, you look at his numbers, it's crazy, and they're still winning games. So
yeah, it is wild.
If he was playing like he normally does, then yeah, it'd be even crazier. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the NFL wants the Chiefs to win, but they want the Chiefs to win. So
hey, Taylor Swift has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Hey,
put money together.
Money.
I kind of forgot about her until you said something.
I'm surprised they're still together, man.
It's all right. They're going to break it up.
He wasn't playing well, that's for sure.
Yep, they're breaking up, and John will be the new Swiftie.
Hey, they're going to break up, and then we get another number one album, Taylor Swift. So I'm cool with it.
That's true. She'll make the number ones either way. That's for sure.
You sold her soul.
The Ravens getting beat. That was definitely out of left field. Nothing beats Jameis Winston pre-game talks, in-game talks. They got to mic him up for a whole game.
Dude, give that man a mic the whole time, always. And after he retires, please let him announce games. Play-by-play.
I mean, and I'm a diehard Knowles fan, and I loved him at FSU, and he hadn't had the best of NFL career, but those speeches and everything has just kept it rolling as like a national favorite, a national national treasure for sure.
I don't know about national treasure, but
Hey,
Definitely. Oh, J. Boo King Crabs.
man, when he made that speech after they were booing Watson, or they were clapping whenever he got hurt and everything.
That was a
and
great
he
speech. That was
Yeah, it was a great speech. He was just like, man.
Did y'all see that?
I didn't catch that one.
Clint or Jared? It was
No,
really,
I didn't catch that.
I'll go check it out, though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
It was good.
inspirational.
All joking aside, it was a really good speech.
Yeah, but I'm glad he's getting a shot. I mean, you know, he's always been a good quarterback. It's just, you know, he throws a lot of picks. That's basically his whole thing.
He's a gunslinger. You know, what did they compare him to when he came in? Roethlisberger, that type of QB play in a sense, just sling, got a little weight on him, but he can throw a freaking football a mile. And he ain't scared to throw it, that's for sure. Even if he throws 4 picks, he'll keep on throwing it downfield. He ain't worried about it.
He could throw a crab leg even farther.
In that, it was a selfish act. So we're all pulling for you, J. Boo and the Browns on that end. Not too much, but we'd like to see old Jameis continue to do well because all he's speaking about is the Lord and believe. And then I love now let's play for the names on our jerseys and the names on our helmet, but we ain't got no decals. Well, let's pray for the Browns.
Yep. Hey, you know who else is happy? Who else is happy is Watson because he gets to finally have massages again. So they banned him from massages. Now he finally gets massages again.
Hey, I got to ask you guys, as Texan fans, do y'all secretly kind of root for the Browns since they bailed y'all out of so much crap?
Greatest trade ever.
I do appreciate them, that's for sure. I don't necessarily root for him, but I mean, I'm a Jameis Winston kind of fan on the side. I just hope he does well. So as of right now, yeah, I'm a little bandwagon Browns on the side. Why not?
Well, I've always kind of pulled for the Browns, not like seriously, but just like in the back of my head, just because I don't know, they've always kind of sucked, and they just, you know, if they're doing good, I'm like, hey, good for them. You know,
hey, if the Texans win a Super Bowl, they better send that front office a bunch of rings because they really bailed y'all out big time.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Definitely. By the GM a house. Thank you.
I mean, hey, hindsight's 50-50, you know. So
who was that other quarterback they bailed y'all out with? God,
Osweiler.
Yeah.
Man, we thought we had something with him. Yeah, we thought we had something. We got Brock Osweiler. He's like 7'6".
Well, he did.
Commentating the other day, I was like, there he is.
Yeah, we did almost. I mean, with him on the roster, we almost beat the Patriots in that playoff game, so it wasn't horrible, you know.
Yeah, nope. I mean, that guy got benched for a Peyton Manning that couldn't throw the ball more than 15 yards. So,
yeah, man, I wish, because the Chiefs are 7-0, I do wish that the Buccaneers were healthy, because I would have loved to have seen a healthy Buccaneers going against these Chiefs, because Baker Mayfield has been lighting it up, even with now 2 receivers down. Bucky Irvin looks great, which we talked about him before the season even got it start with the draft and all that, how effective we thought he would be in the NFL, and he's doing pretty good for them. But Baker Mayfield, man, I hope there's some way he can pull this win off. Clint, you think they can get that win, or you think it's just a little too far out of reach?
The Buccaneers?
Yeah, Buccaneers over Chiefs.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs have been just skating by. It's about time somebody goes and punches them in the mouth.
That'd be sweet.
I think Baker's going to rise to the opportunity and get it done.
Yeah.
Let's go Baker, man. I really do. I love his story. Even though a lot of people hate, you know, I didn't necessarily like him too much at Oklahoma, but I still respected his walk up to that positions. Yeah, there goes the UT fan. But as far as his, you know, history with, he was at Texas Tech, you know what I mean?
I like Baker now, which I hate to say it, but him and Peterson, the only Oklahoma players that I ever really liked, being a UT fan. But no, Baker in college, wasn't a big fan, but ever since when he was on Hard Knocks, I became a fan of his. You get to know him a little more personal and stuff. So,
which him and Mahomes are ex-teammates, you know, at Texas Tech, which he walked on, if I'm not mistaken, and then he walked on at Oklahoma, got the job.
Could have got picked up by UT, but
I mean,
dropped the ball on that one.
Look at the teams he's had to play for too. I mean, it's the Browns, then the Panthers, and then finally he's getting, you know, something rolling here because he's got some daggum good receivers to really throw to with Mike Evans and
he did.
Godwin. Yeah, unfortunately, Godwin get healthy, man. That was rough. Yeah, that was tough. But I hope Baker can pull it off. It would really be awesome to see them get a win and get a loss in the loss column for the Chiefs there. That's for sure. Which I guess we'll switch over to some Texan grading stuff. Which offensive? We'll just do some quick offense, defense. Defensively, I thought we did really well. I kind of wanted to start there because Daniel Hunter, was he got 2 sacks last week. I mean, he's the number 1 pressure in the league right now, or number 2 pressure. I mean, he did amazing. Which we were, like you said, Clint, man, we were pressuring old Anthony Richardson back there. He had obviously a few tosses, got 1 to downs downfield. He performed 109, 1 touchdown, 27 average. That's freaking great. Yeah. Man, it was good to see the defense. Jeremy, what do you grade the defense, brother?
Man, I give them a solid B+. Like, our edge rushers are great, and we're playing with a linebacker we just signed in White. We did a really good job. Hewitt, the special team guy, Hansen, a third stringer. So, it was good to get Lassiter back. Bullock continuing, like, whatever. Jimmy Ward, it's, he gets hurt so much. Like, I'm so glad we drafted Bullock. Remember when the draft show we were talking about
man.
That? And it's worked out great. But, our defense, I mean, this is the best defense we've had since, really the prime Watt years. I can't remember the last time we were number 3, number 2 in the league in total defense. So, I mean, it's great to see. We get our linebackers back. I think Aziz and Toa are still out. But
is Aziz not coming back? I thought they were. John, did you get any injury report on that, brother?
I did not look at it.
I know they're back at practice for sure. Ward and Shire.
Yeah, I think I saw it said Pierce and Aziz are out for sure for this game, but they could just because it's a short week. Maybe if it was a Sunday.
Yeah,
game,
I guess you're right.
Thursday game, that's kind of that's tough. But our edge rushers. I mean, we lost Grenard last year, and we got Hunter, and it's just with Anderson getting better and better, who's going to be a perennial All-Pro. I mean, that guy is something else. Stingley's playing good. So, our defense did a good job. Sky's the limit with that when we're healthy.
John, what you give the grade on the defense, bro?
Yeah, I agree. B+. Played solid. There was kind of blown coverages where Richardson could have made the throw or they could have made the catch to make the game a little different, but overall kept the pressure on him. Good tackling. Limited Taylor to not too much damage, B+.
Yeah. Clint, what you think about our defense, man? Did you find it pretty
Dude, I give it an
tough
A.
to watch, or yeah?
I give it A. It was tough. I mean, they sacked AR 5 times. He got 5 sacks. They made Big Q have 3 false starts, and that guy's like the anchor to our offensive line. That defensive, it was messing stuff up for the Colts, and you could just tell they were flustered the whole day. So I'd say y'all's defense did great. Y'all selling them short. But, I would say A. He did let some big plays go. But that's going to happen.
We just expect so much from him. We expect so much.
That's it. They're keeping them humble. Don't want to give them too many A's. They've been doing pretty daggum good all year. But
y'all get spoiled over
since
there.
Clint gave him the A, I agree with Clint. Anyway, Clint, appreciate you, brother.
Hey,
well, let's just jump straight to offensively. CJ handled up, had the 99 rating, which looks real nice from last week's rating, that's for sure. Which we were looking at this as kind of a bounce back for him to, get back into the zone, kind of getting some passes downfield. It seemed like he was looking for the tight ends, like you were saying, John Boy. He was hitting Schultz, caught Stover. Obviously, Tank caught himself a touchdown, which was pretty. Got them feet in. That-a-way, Tank. We expect you to step your game up, Flash, because we're dependent on you this week. How'd you feel, Jeremy, about the well, actually, John, I'll hit you first on this one. John, what'd you feel about the offense, brother?
It is what it is. Sucks that Diggs went down. Offensive line is freaking trash. Stroud was able to overcome and, like you said, hit some tight ends. A couple good throws to Tank Dell, Mixon bailed us out a little bit, but I mean, they're going to have to scheme something with this O-line and our 2 top receivers being out. It's got to be quick plays, quick reads over the middles, all that kind of stuff. Because without O-line playing the way it is, and our weapons down, it's scary.
I'm definitely yeah. So what grade did you give him, brother?
Oh, okay. Probably overall, I guess a B. With Diggs going down, Mixon played good, Stroud did his thing with the circumstances.
Thank goodness for
O-line, just freaking trash. So it's
O-line. Jeez Louise, man.
And that's not giving.
Y'all were looking good on that O-line. That's for daggum.
That's not taking credit away from the Colts either. But I mean, every D front has pretty much destroyed us this year. So
it's pretty. It's ugly
B
to see.
B minus.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Jeremy, what are you thinking, brother?
I'm gonna go B. Like John said. I mean, Stroud did what he could with the time he had. I mean, just to go on the point you're just talking about, like our line is trash, but like our tackles aren't bad when they're not doing offsides every play. Our guard and center, like both our guards and center, it's just Swiss cheese, just coming right through. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
We put a first-round pick on Green a couple seasons ago, and he looks lost out there during pass protection, like lost.
Yeah.
Like, did they just run all the way through high school and college? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know you got Buckner and, Clint, y'all's D-line is good. I mean, it's coming through, but we made it look like junior high out there. I mean, I can't imagine Stroud I'm sure he's never been hit like this in his whole career, like high school, junior high, nothing. He's never been hit like this. Mixon, like I said before, if it wasn't for Mixon, I don't even know, because a lot of those runs, he's waiting for his own hole. It's not even his own blocking scheme. He's literally cutting across the whole line, breaking tackles. I mean, out of those 102 yards.
On that touchdown run.
Yeah. I mean, probably 70 of those 102 yards were on him. I mean, it just –
hustle.
Something's got to change, because the Jets will – I mean, it'll be a 9-6 game with Fairbairn saving us, because, like we're going to quick throws. Like you can't just run Mixon the whole time. They're going to stack the box like so much. So I want to see what Tank does. Sauce is going to be matched up on Tank. Let's see what you got. It's your time to shine right now.
I think he'll step up. I agree with y'all, B. Clint, our offensive line is so ugly, but I know that you wanted that touchdown on that fumble, which Bobby, chill with the like weird play calls right there. They're driving me nuts with these reverses in the backfield and this really odd sweep that y'all did, which caused that fumble where your guys kind of got that.
Real quick.
How'd you? Yeah, what you got, Johnny?
Sorry, not to interrupt you, Clint, but that play. Speaking, I don't like the toss, but if you saw, they just
blew it up.
Offensive line, like. Mixon was like already probably like trying to protect himself before he caught. I mean, the toss wasn't that great, but it's like it was ridiculous. Like one guy blew up 2 of our offensive linemen, and we're like on him in like half a second. So, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Clint, were you pretty proud of that? At least proud of that play for that player, man, busting through that line and making us look foolish.
I don't know. That was like the happiest moment of the game and the saddest moment of the game, because they're live. We all thought it was kind of a touchdown. I could feel the crowd start to shift on me a little bit. And that touchdown, he went all the way down right in front of me.
It shifted on me, man.
Shifted. You shifty shifter.
But it was a huge letdown, because I was like, oh my God, we're going to pull this off. And then it was like, oh man, he was down. Yeah. But I give y'all's offense, I would say a B minus as well, because Stroud was out there. He looked flustered a little bit sometimes. He got hit real hard. Yep. And we saw him get up holding his lower back.
Yeah, he went down and stayed down for a little bit.
The next couple of drives, he just looked a little flustered, was getting it out quick, making some errant throws. But then he got it back. He got it back together, and the team found a way to get it done. Mixon turned it up, and embarrassed us once again.
Yeah, but we did get the win, so overall it was a great win. Always good to get a win, no matter how they come. But with that, with Diggs going down with the ACL, out for the season, get well, Diggs. Hopefully we'll figure out some contract stuff, bring you back.
I mean, he just got cheaper. He just got cheaper.
That's what I was wondering. We'll see how that works out.
I'm not to be rude, but he got cheaper. So
that's true, man. Which I'm sure, that's got to be tough for any athlete. I know the process is a little bit easier, and I shouldn't say easier, but with all the medical help they have and the money they have, they can put into their rehabs and stuff. They can kind of bounce back.
Yeah. And he will say one thing. He has been a great teammate. Like this whole year, it's what they wanted, the 1-year contract, for him to actually prove himself in the locker room. Looks like he's done everything, he's been the opposite of what we heard about. So, get well, man, get well. But he's not going to be a number one here. This is Nico's team. So
this is Nico's world, and everybody's in here, squadding up to assist him and give Stroud more weapons. With speaking to that, weapon-wise, because we got the Flash, old Tank holding it down, but which we'll touch on Noah Brown and everything that's been going on with him. Do y'all see any trades happen, or do you think we're just going to get Nico back and roll out with the year, or do y'all I heard Mike Williams is a possibility right now for us to trade for from the Jets, because he's been kind of getting the shaft from old Aaron Rodgers, but Mike Williams is a pretty good-sized dude. He did decent with Herbert, went to the Jets, hasn't done too much. I know he had some kind of catches, just not a lot of chemistry with Rodgers. John, what do you think about the receiver setup? Do you think we're going to bring anybody else in, or just kind of roll with what we got?
Well, we shouldn't let Noah Brown go, like I said at the beginning of the season. But
you definitely said it. You definitely said it.
No, just because he had the chemistry, because Collins was hurt last year, and he just had the chemistry with, bailing him out a lot of times, on those rollouts and everything. They played well together, on plays that broke down. I don't even know. I think we'll probably just roll with. If something becomes available that's worth it, then I think they might try to make a move. But you just got to change the game plan now, And also, getting Collins back is going to be a huge thing. So let's see what happens when we get him back, and then go from there, in my opinion.
Jeremy, you think we'd do any trades, brother, for any receivers? Or maybe we should do a trade for an offensive freaking lineman or something? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe someone else at a pass block, maybe. But, I'd say roll with it. You get Nico back. You got Tank. I think Hutchinson's going to step up. I'd wish I could say Mechie's going to be the guy. But I think
made a great catch.
Hutchinson's, I think he's a more well-rounded player. And if you roll with them and they don't step up, NFL trades, you literally give up nothing for most guys. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll throw a third rounder for Cooper Kupp. Come on down, Cooper Kupp. But I don't know. I'd say roll with it. Shore up the offensive line. We need guard and center help, big time.
Yeah,
because Patterson's out now too. So he was the one coming in at center and guard. So you just
can't really get worse.
The line.
So yeah.
So
we'll see. I know they talked about, like I said, Mike Williams. The Rams were teasing the Cooper Kupp trade, which come on down, brother. I'd love to see him on our squad.
Right?
That'd be sweet. Which I didn't hear any talk about us trading for him, but I know the Rams were kind of putting him out there like, hey, we're going to trade Kupp. I guess they have maybe some second thoughts after last week, because they were kind of hitting on all cylinders and beating the Vikings.
Yeah. I was going to say one thing. So I'm on this, the Facebook groups, all the Texans fans and people who know anything about football, they'll post stuff on there. They had all these people on this group. I should have sent it to y'all. They were like, man, the Dolphins are going to trade us Tyreek Hill. I'm like, come on, man. It's not happening. It's not happening. But people were like, really? Oh, my God. And they're, sharing it. It's so frustrating being an actual knowledgeable football person and seeing people that just don't even know. Usually those are Cowboy fans, but we got some of them in Houston too.
Clint, did you happen to catch the Washington game, the Commanders, with that last play? Did you see that, bro?
I definitely did. And oh my God, I was losing it. That was nuts. That was awesome. I always love to see the Bears go down like they did in Super Bowl 2006 against the Colts. But no.
Yeah. Memories. He's tearing up. Memories.
I'm like a Cowboys fan nowadays, just living in the past. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, man, that was amazing. You love to see stuff like that. That's what brings out the excitement of football. I couldn't believe that happened. It just fell right into that guy's arms, wide open in the end zone. It was awesome.
Yep. And that's the guy that you're talking about was Noah Brown, which is the dude we let go.
Oh,
Which John did definitely say. He was like, I don't know why we're letting him go. I don't know why we're letting him go. And now, in retrospect, we're like, dadgummit, it'd have been nice to keep him on the squad because he put up good numbers when he was with us. It just was almost like an agreement to let him go be a starter, a number 2 or 3 at another place where he would be more effective for his career and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, like J-Boo said, hindsight's 50-50. So
did J-Boo say that or Cam Newton?
Was it J-Boo or Cam Newton?
Cam Newton said that. Don't you put that on my guy.
I mean,
King crabs all the way, dadgummit.
One and the same almost.
Well, we'll see. Jameis Winston could have probably a really funny podcast. It'd be definitely more of a comedy one. I'm not sure what we would call it.
It seems to be him and Theo Vaughn, just them two with a mic. That's it. J Boo and Theo Vaughn show. I would watch that all the time.
Dude, they would need a translator for that show.
True, right?
They'd be like, what he meant to say was.
What had happened was.
What had happened is.
Clint, do you look at Jaden Daniels as the MVP? I know that's been kind of the talk that I've seen on the past talk shows and stuff. Do you think he's leading in the MVP race for the NFL, or who do you got as a MVP as of right now?
Man, I couldn't even tell you I was MVP. Definitely not. I wouldn't say Jaden Daniels. I think everybody's just surprised. Young rookie up in here doing well. But I really don't know who I got for MVP right now. It's probably going to be Flacco when the year's done, honestly.
There you go. There you go, baby. He definitely did. He get comeback player of the year or something? I don't know what he got, but he deserves some sort of award.
Dude,
bail out player of the year. Bail out your season, make you get to the playoffs somehow.
Hey, y'all win 9 in a row. He might do it.
Jeremy, who you got as MVP right now, man?
I mean, I was gonna say Anthony Richardson, but I didn't want to rub salt in the wounds. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think Stroud's just now coming into his. He's just stretching. He's just stretching this first part. So, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Daniels, like Clint was saying, he's just a hot rookie right now. He's a really good player. Speaking of him, though, did y'all hear that he keeps Stroud's stats, his rookie stats, like on his phone, and he looks at them all the time. He's trying to, basically
breaks them.
Yeah, recreate Stroud's year last year, but obviously
he's done good. He's done good.
Yeah, he is. Man, I don't know. Honestly, I'm so much of a homer sometimes. Like, I just focus on the Texans so hard, and it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I still think, we'll see. It's probably gonna be a quarterback. It's always a quarterback.
It's always a QB. Right now, I mean, because I've just been paying attention, which I don't know, man. Daniels is just so effective on his team. But, hey, I give it to Mariota. He came in and handled up last week for him. John, you got anybody in the who's your MVP leader right now, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty wide open right now, but I don't see Daniels being out of it. I mean, they were my surprise team a few weeks ago, and they're still rolling. True. So he's definitely, elevating their play if you consider most valuable player for what it's supposed to be, not the best player. So, yeah, I see it up there. I see Stroud up there,
It'll probably be Lamar Jackson again.
A lot of people got Lamar at the top.
Nobody's really stood out enough so I think it's kind of probably a 4 or 5 horse race at this point. We all know one horse that's not going to be in it is Anthony Richardson. So
the burns keep coming. Hey, you keep repping that 5, dadgummit.
It'll probably be Mahomes. Honestly, they'll be like, "Hey, man, he only threw 48 picks, but other games he did good. It's fine."
Yeah.
He threw a really good first down that one throw.
Yeah,
I think right now the 2 at the top are Lamar and Jaden is what they have it at.
Yeah,
probably Josh Allen too, huh?
They're speaking about Josh Allen kind of on the rise now.
Besides the game against us, he's been pretty pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah, he actually had a 2-game stretch where he didn't do too hot. It was our game, he did really bad, but the game before he had kind of started sloping downward, and then us, he kind of crashed.
yeah, I heard he looks for Will Anderson and Hunter on his bed like Chuck Norris. He looks for him. He's like, where are they at? Where are they at?
That's a hoot. Well, shoot, guys, I think that kind of wraps it up for the show. Clint, dude, we're going to have you on as much as we can, man. Let's give Clint a round of applause. Appreciate you, brother.
This is our time. This is our time.
This is our time, dadgummit.
Hey, this
Clint,
is y'all's time. Y'all definitely enjoy this, man. Don't get too spoiled and hate on your boys too much because, gosh dang, y'all endured a lot of crappy years. And enjoy this. Enjoy these wins right now because I assure you, it won't last long until us Colts figure it out and start taking this division back.
Hey, I'm still having flashbacks of Peyton Manning. I'm still having flashbacks of that. So y'all had those run for a long time.
that's
Hey,
it.
but I am excited. I'm excited for, hopefully, I mean, the Colts get it figured out because last year, the playoff game, and even, this first year, or our 2 games this year have been good competitive games. So it's fun, so that's a good little AFC rivalry because nobody else can keep up with us.
No.
And the
Yeah.
Colts, so
Not the Titans for sure.
I always seen the Texans as like a true Colts rivalry. That's even when the Colts were amazing and the Texans were dog crap. It
We
was
had some
always close
games,
games.
Yep.
It was always like a scary game. Like, oh man, I don't want to play the Texans even though they're 0-10.
right.
You just knew it was going to be a tough one.
That never happened.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, even McAfee said that to this day, all of his years, that during the Y era, the NRG was Reliant at the time was the loudest stadium he's ever played in. So
Yeah.
we did have some good rivalries. I think if Richardson can get it together, or Flacco plays until he's 80, it'll be good.
We
agree.
got some good games coming up in these years following soon.
Yeah,
Sure.
At least it's not Mayo Boy and the Titans.
Yeah,
not worried
I
about
love
them.
watching them suck.
It's
yeah.
great. It's great because the true Oilers, not no Titans.
There you go. There you go. Well, Clint, man, we love you. We appreciate you coming on the show and taking the time to give us some Colts talk and some insight into your team and all that, and giving us some honest opinions as an outsider, man. We really do appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thank y'all for having me. It has been a joy talking football with you boys again.
For sure.
All right, man. We'll
Yes,
bring
sir.
you back. On that note, 3J Sports, we're out.
Later.